usually miles and miles away. These rifts allow you to get back in the action quick. They also allow you to scout out. They allow you to choose a mountain you might want to like camp on to get a nice little overview of the map. There's just a bunch of great changes this season. I really like it.
Absolutely, and this is the team that just won, so they've got the Kingpin bonus active. So that means every elimination they get will be tripled by the end of the game. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a current map where you can actually see where everyone is. How crazy is that?
This is crazy. And normally we'd see people, like I said, going towards the outskirts, but look, everyone is near like near the center of the map, and they're really trying to chase those kills. And it's interesting that the team that got the bonus, they're at Dusty with not a lot of people around them. They might have a hard time getting some eliminations.
And it's just looking, so like everyone, the color's the same, right? So if you see 2 red, they're obviously on the team. It's interesting looking around and seeing like some teams are very close together, some teams are far. There's actually even a duo that's one is up high and one is down low on the map, so they're actually split.
To try to maximize the amount of loot and materials that they can get.
Yeah.
I almost like it when enemies land at the same spot I'm at, because, I mean, oh wow, we're getting the action. Look at this, a fight right off the bat.
Do you hear him saying baiting, baiting, baiting?
Yeah.
I'm pushing.
Bold move using the C4 early on instead of saving it. They're going for the plays. They're going for that Wrecking Ball bonus. They want those eliminations. Wow.
You have to be careful though. He doesn't really have any mats.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 tags to shield. Okay.
And you notice they're not getting shot back very much. They're going to want to put pressure on the enemy team. Otherwise, they can just rush. They can get a flank like so.
Oh, it's Liquid!
Oh, no way.
No!
Wow.
Wow, unbelievable. They find Liquid. These are the people in second place right now, and they had Wrecking Ball active, so they were eliminated. They couldn't utilize those points. Wow, what a great find, especially this early on.
Yeah, and I was going to say, like, I like having people, like, come at the locations that I'm landing because they can loot with you, and then once you go for those, the eliminations, you get all their loot, and it basically minimizes the amount of looting time that you need to be. You can get right to the next zone quickly once you loot the people you've eliminated.
Yeah, so TM, Freezy, and Jackson, it is my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Now, it's interesting. They're actually finding themselves in Tilted Towers.
Yeah.
And I think when we looked at the map before, there was actually no other team in Tilted. Maybe it was one other team?
Yeah, maybe like one. But, I mean, Tilted Towers now, since they added that little center area with those pallets, you can come out of here, at least one person with 999 wood. And even in these buildings, there's a lot of boxes. If you go towards, like, the northwest end, there's a lot of buildings with boxes and everything. And it's just a great place to farm mats, and not only that, but get loot.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
And what's tough is, for me personally, like when we talked with Nick last week, he loves Tilted.
Oh, does he? He's a beast. He's a beast at it, too.
I actually get super anxious in Tilted because there's so many places where you can hide.
Yeah.
So I had to start landing there more, probably.
I would say a lot of the nerves there, I feel like people shouldn't be as scared because there's a lot of cover. There's a lot of houses with a lot of loot, so you can come out of there well equipped. Whereas if you go salty, someone might land with you, then you don't get that drop. If they land before you, snag that loot, and then it's a tough situation you're in.
Yeah, well, they find an elimination there, which is good.
That's one.
That's a birthday gift to himself.
and that was one, so he does have a teammate nearby, whoever it is alive. Do
you think they maybe bailed?
I would assume, yeah.
I think, yeah, so he's probably behind this tree. Yep, there
Must be out of mats or very, very low.
It's gonna be a tough situation to be in. Hopping over, though, this is actually Crafty, TSM Crafty. You see him there hanging out, chilling. They find that elimination there, which is good.
Yeah. Near the outskirts, looks like Crafty is.
Ooh, and this again is hero base, right?
Yeah, and as we can see, we were talking about it earlier, the Storm Circle, he's going to have a long way to run. So healing items. Oh, Sir Demetrius goes down.
Oh, no. Okay, so you heard him call out back. Wow, he got a nice tag there.
Yep, great grenade. He's going to have to move now, or he's going to get hit by it. Great shot.
No.
That was Sypher.
It was SypherPK.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and did he pick up any materials there? He must have been low. I didn't see him building.
Yeah, I don't think he did there.
Oh. Great little pyramid use, yeah. Instead of building like a 1x1, wasting, you know, a wall, and then a roof, you just build one little pyramid, and then you conserve mats. 10 mats is only used instead of 50.
I'm pretty sure was that an explosive? That
I think it may have been.
Okay, so I think there's someone else here, maybe.
And they're barricading themselves in near the bottom. They do have the mats to get out of there, but it's a tricky situation. And with the storm on them, it's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough, man. 2 minutes, 30 seconds. They've got to start making their way over. I think there's some rifts near Gus.
Yeah.
They could probably utilize. Oh.
He just fell off one of my builds and got down.
What? He just dropped someone. Okay.
With a great fall.
With a great fall. That's got to feel bad.
Yeah.
Something on the house.
You can hear them
I
talking.
think, dude, he's got to be on like the.
Sir Demetrius is low as well, so it's going to be tough for him to play as aggressive. I always feel like whenever I don't have shield, there it is. That's the elimination.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Both. Yep. So it was the C9 guy.
There was another one though, I think.
Going inside the house.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think that he just got the downed one. Now they're in pursuit of the other one. Storm is on them, mind you. I hope they have healing items.
Oh, he goes down.
No!
Oh
my! Are you kidding?
The tag
And that's where it comes into the factor of everyone are like everyone's very skilled in this in this tournament, right? And just because one person goes down doesn't mean he's out of the game. The tides can easily turn.
Yeah. This is Nihilus and high distortion.
And it looks like they're playing for that Kingpin bonus with all the mats, and they haven't got any eliminations. They're playing it very, very safe. Very smart move.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we've seen, I mean, both these players are phenomenal. We've seen a lot of Nihilus, a lot of high distortion. Here's the map again. So as you can see, the Storm is starting to come in. C9 was the guy that eliminated Crafty and his teammate. So they're the edge of Storm. Look at this. This is a nice bird's eye view of kind of seeing where everyone is. As you can see, they're kind of near Tomato. There's two teams, red and pink, light pink.
And as we saw High Distortion throw a clinger there, and then he blew up the wall. And what that does is it detonates the clinger instantly after the wall blows up.
Right.
So that way the explosion of the clinger can do that inside damage versus it just blowing up the wall itself and doing no inside damage.
Right.
Very pro-level strategy by High Distortion.
Finds himself a chug jug for it.
Yeah.
That's got to feel real good.
Question is he going to save it or use it late game? Will he have time?
You know, I always feel bad using it if I, like in this situation, if you use it at 150, I think it's bad.
Yeah,
so?
I think it's definitely worth it if there are minis to be picked up. I'd say minis are the best healing item because a good team will pressure you if they damage you, right? You're not going to have time to pop off a med kit or a chug jug. So it's always good to... Drops down. They're being very aggressive.
They found one of the Kyoto guys.
And they gave up the high ground here. Are they going to pay for that, though? High Distortion building back up.
Ooh,
nice pressure.
Okay, so that's both Kyoto guys have been eliminated, Millennials and T'Challa.
And in that situation of the person who got eliminated, I would almost try to build up and try to get a vantage point. As soon as High Distortion gave up that high ground, the enemy team could have had a good advantage by building up.
This is over to Hysteria and Courage. Actually, Courage just eliminated someone not too long ago. We saw that in the kill feed.
Great shoutcaster, by the way.
Oh, yeah, Courage AD.
He killed it in the... yeah, he went ham.
Yeah, he was here 2 weeks ago.
Another team trying to third party.
They have high ground.
I'm actually curious. Let's listen in, and I want to see if Courage, like how excited Courage gets.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Right on me. What's me?
Got him weak.
We'll kill it.
Got him.
Okay.
Careful.
I need help.
Great callouts.
Yeah.
Try and beat under you.
The intensity.
Yeah, he just dropped down. He's right beneath me.
Oh, what a call out!
He's weak. 110 to him.
Okay.
Might have dropped all the way down.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he did. Very bottom.
We should chase this kill.
Yes, we are. I am.
He's trying to replace the wall. They're pinching from both sides. Courage and Hysteria. This is a great situation. Nice.
Okay,
Big
that other team.
daddy. Mouse goes down.
That is the kind of communication you need in these tournaments. Courage and Hysteria. Man, I love the intensity of Courage. He gets right into it. He's so hyped.
That's really good. And again, it's talking about duos, man. Once it's 1v2, it's difficult. We saw Tfue, though. He was like, I'm 1v2. Let me down you, boy, and then we'll fight. But it's tougher.
And in that situation, they pinched one on one side, one on the other, instead of just both focusing on one wall. It puts a lot of pressure on the enemy. They can't be looking in two directions at once. That was the smart move there.
Liquid Strafe and Snood. This is actually coming in from Snood's perspective.
I think they're in the wait.
He did very well. I'm pretty sure if I recall in the previous tournaments. Very good player.
Whoa.
Looks like they have a build-up. Are they going to take this fight with 0 eliminations? I think they might try to third party, just get a couple.
Wow!
Nice, good.
Just a single tag. Look at that.
And now they don't even need to rush. They can just play it nice and cool. They don't got to worry about it. They got the elimination.
Okay, so there's one of their teammates over there that's far, and then the other team is down in the ravine. They're just trying to get out of there.
Yeah, they got to be careful. The other team on the mountain is building up. They're in their 1x1s. They might take some shots now at either them or the team down below.
I'm gonna try.
They're being really brave without building. I mean, one person with a sniper in hand could easily down these guys.
Exactly, and they even dropped down from the high ground. Oh, I think because of Storm, they had to make a move.
This is back to High Distortion and Annihilus. They're near Paradise Point.
Building up to outside of the zone, looks like.
Oh, maybe they think there's a player close
Yeah.
by. There's actually rifts here on the other. Oh no, there's players. Okay.
Right. They hear. And that's the thing, there's build-offs, but as you can see, good players such as High Distortion close in on that instantly. You hear it, and then that's why it's not a good idea to build up very high in these tournaments.
We see a player down low, a player up high. Now, I can't tell if this is two duos or if it's maybe just like a duo team that eliminates someone else.
Yeah, maybe they're looting up, or maybe they didn't get the elimination.
Yeah, they're trying to... Okay, so this is definitely two duos, right? Because
they're still fighting.
They're still fighting, yeah.
What do you
I
want?
like that they're building ramps.
You're using an interesting strategy. So what it is they rotate the ramp to a certain direction, and then they can keep on running versus just like jumping and building a wall, building a wall. You don't lose that momentum, and then the ramps still offer that same protection. Very next level strategy. I like it.
Maybe. Okay, so here we go. We got one. It looks like one player, two players. I think it's 3 total down there, right? Because we got one player on the little metal stairs.
And the storm is on them down there, so they have to worry.
Oh, that was Tfue!
No!
Wow! High Distortion. Okay, this is. I think this is a 1v1.
High Distortion is is such an incredible solo player. He does solo squads every single time I see him on his stream, man. When I'm watching, he's a very great player. Nice. He's very aggressive as well, as you can see, pushing right in. And I would imagine he assumes, oh, they got him.
Yeah, they got him.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I'm surprised they didn't go for the loot. They're like,
yeah.
I don't want to take storm damage.
I think it's chunking for 2 now. I can't really see the outside of the zone, but... Oh,
okay, so a Nihilist goes in. A Nihilist is like, yo, I need this loot.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that someone rifted? They're up in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Switching over to Hogman and FaZe Tempo.
Yeah, man.
Really, really great team.
We've actually seen them compete in the last few weeks.
Hogman is a very, very talented player. Late game, he's always keeps that high ground. He always knows what to do. I've actually played with him a few times, and we were actually like about to compete in these tournaments. And the one thing that I would say makes him stand out from the rest is his leadership. He knows how to make calls. He knows how to tell what his teammates what to do. He knows what he should be doing. He knows when to make the next. Oh, someone's building up.
Oh.
Getting shot from above. Very smart using the ramp, the floors of above to cover him.
Man, you can hear him communicating. They're like, we're getting shot, we're getting shot.
Yeah.
No, they're not. There's another third party. Yeah, there's another third party.
Oh, they're using stink bombs to try and flush him out.
Yep, and the storm is moving in very, in 50 seconds. He's got to keep an eye on that.
It doesn't look like they're close either.
Yeah, and he's not even trying to go for that high ground because it would almost be a waste. Eventually, he'd have to drop down to run from the zone. He's not going to build over to it, waste too many mats. So they have the low ground now.
So, oh!
No!
The sawed off to eliminate Myth. Oh no!
Wow, I did not expect to see this double pump being the double barrel being used in this tournament. The reload time is so long that you can only fire, and then dealing with multiple people, it's such a not a smart weapon to be using.
That must be Hamlinz, right? Because that was Myth. Yep,
Wow.
there's Hamlinz eliminating both.
Wow.
But that was super close. It was like clean. Like he hopped over and you saw like track Myth, and it was one shot and immediately Myth goes down. So, wow.
And I would say like, there's another team they're trying to third party with the zone on their back as well. And I think Hogman realizes that. He knows he has to disengage.
They've got the bouncers, so they could choose to disengage, but
yeah,
are they? Maybe they're gonna fight this. I don't know, man.
They're gonna be in the enemy
start ticking for more.
Yeah. Oh! And that's where that double barrel isn't as useful because 2 shots and sometimes you don't get that elimination. You need to reload, and that's why like a tactical may have been the better approach there.
Right. Especially because a double barrel is more of a very close range, whereas something like the pumped attack is more mid-range, right? All right, so Vivid finds Liquid Strafe.
He's going up high.
He eliminates his own teammate. Vivid's like, sorry, Poach, your boys gotta go down.
I'm nothing, so I'm just running.
Oh man, he got it tagged from up top.
They're in the storm. Mind you, they have to pop their medkit at 20 HP or higher in order to pop it off completely. And when the zone closes, it's going to chunk for 5 HP per second. He needs to pop off this medkit right about like at 22 HP. Now he will get it, but the thing is, once he does, the storm's going to chunk for 5. I don't think he's going to make it, even with this campfire right now. He will get this heal off, though.
Okay, this is stressful. Yeah, but like you're saying, the storm, once that circle closes in 8 seconds, it's 5 damage a tick. He might make it. It's possible, but it's going to be close.
It's going to be tough. I don't think. And with the campfire, it's not going to do anything except keep him at the same amount, or not even at the same amount of health. It won't really help. That's tough. Maybe he can crawl out though.
Oh, he could. He could. Yeah. He's fine. He'll make it, but it's
Yeah.
he's gonna suffer.
Oh
for
wow,
it.
okay. He might actually get out of this.
Wow. Oh wait, what?
Poach.
His teammate was eliminated with a rifle. It was a nihilist.
And that's well, I don't know. Was Poach waiting for him, or was an enemy waiting for Poach? Like was he being baited?
I think so. It's gotta be it, right?
That's one of the downsides of not building. You don't give away your position, but you're exposed.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is courage.
It's like high tech. I don't know where.
Going for that loot when it's chunking for 5.
Heck out, dude.
Courage?
I don't know.
What are you doing?
Well, he's got
the
med
med
kits.
kits.
He's got
right,
3 of them.
Right,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
He knows what he's doing.
Look at this, though. The bird's eye view from up top. Looks like 2 people are actually fighting. You see the pinks down there.
A lot of teams near the outskirts, actually.
Someone is already in Fatal Field. So one duo is actually, one is in the long barn there. One is in, looks like, the red barn, which is cool.
In a build-off, and as you can see, very
way.
easy to notice and kind of third party.
Courage. And check this out. So
Beautiful.
again, this is our new spectator cam. We wanted to bring this to you guys a little early. This is only the first iteration of it. Might be a few bugs, but it's pretty neat to be able to see where everyone is, see those long perspectives, those wide shots.
And I would say it's more useful for like the end games when we see people tunneling up, but we don't see a lot of that. There's only 18 teams left when there's still many circles left. A lot of people being aggressive.
So look, check this out. This is Crowded Wave and BSox. They were the guys that won last game, right? So they have that Kingpin bonus active. But look, BSox doesn't have any eliminations.
Interesting.
So maybe his teammate?
Yeah, or they could even get another Kingpin bonus, and then for the next game, that's when they'll go for the eliminations.
That's true. That's true. But you talked about it. Even just the victory out isn't worth points. It's
right.
You're trying to go for it to get those modifiers, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe they're hoping like, all right, with 17 people, even if they just pick up, let's say, 3 eliminations, that's still 9 points.
I think they might just be waiting for the right moment. They want to maybe try to third party. If you're trying to like get into engagements with just a single team, I mean, that's a risk. But if you can third party where they're distracted, easy eliminations.
That's true. Look at all these people so close together.
I know.
So Daequan is there by himself. Annihilus and High Distortion are there. BSox, our previous
Distortion
rounds.
going in. Oh,
that was right out. Wait.
I got one killed.
Grenade spamming coming.
Oh wow, they find one.
Oh, went right underneath.
Snuck
in.
So I don't get thirsted. They're gonna thirst me. Ah, they have.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they thirst them.
Yeah.
So what's interesting was that Crowdot, went down. So that's it.
So no one has any bonuses anymore.
I believe that is the case. Unless BSox is still active, some are running around. It's coming in tight, man. It's coming in super, super close. There's only 11 people left.
Did his teammate get knocked down?
Is he looking for? I think he might be looking for someone. Free loot. He must have downed one by what he's speaking of. He must have downed one, and then there's another one alive.
He's just trying to find him and just pick him off, right?
Yeah. And he should almost take this. Oh, take that opportunity to get into the next zone.
No, I'm not sure.
Since no one is in the open, no one's watching over, it'd be a perfect opportunity to get in there.
Yeah.
But now someone's watching him, and it's going to be tough to kind of run with that pressure of the enemy on him.
Oh, he's trying to go in for the quick edits. Okay, so he goes back down for the...
Oh, that's the enemy!
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
That was courage!
Well, third party, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That is what you got to do. That's how you get those eliminations.
Oh, okay, we had 6. Nice.
Man, there's Ghost Saf. He eliminates the player there. So he has 3 eliminations under his belt. So we have to hope that his teammate Ghoul has at least 4, right? Or it's very close to it. Because they're trying to activate that Wrecking Ball bonus.
Very smart here what he's doing, building floors above him, being very, very covered, not letting an opportunity to get any kind of shots off, and he doesn't want that because he is very low. Just one single headshot or any kind of weapon, a couple shots, he's eliminated right away.
I'm surprised he's not using metal here. I guess maybe he's like saving that because metal is the weakest building up front.
Maybe because it's not like end game. Maybe trying to save it for end game to really build up high with metal.
Yeah.
And it's smart that he's built like multiple rooms in a sense. That way, as we were talking about earlier, the enemy doesn't know exactly where he's at. He could be in this little room, that little room. There's a bunch of area the enemy would have to shoot to find him.
Yeah.
Very smart on his part.
Storm is.
And now, as you can see, like with the end game circle, he can build really, really high here, and that's smart because when he's going to the next zone, all he has to do is build a few floors with some pyramids, and it's well reinforced, and he doesn't have very far to go. Basically, he even with low mats, he can get to the next zone.
He was in the storm there for a second, took 10 damage.
Wow.
Ouch.
Trying to make them nice little beautiful edits.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it comes down to, I would say, like endgame as well. You really need to be good at editing, whether it's because you make a mistake and you need to readjust, or just to get to the next zone, you've got to be quick because now the storm moves twice as quickly because previously the zone would only close in on the space that we could see on the map, and now it goes out into the storm itself.
Yeah.
And because of that, the storm has to move faster. And so you need to be quick with everything, your movements, rotation.
That player was being lasered from like 6 different directions.
Yeah.
Gotta feel bad. All right, so let's see. So this is Sheep.
Peeking with an edit right here. He's covered. Oh.
Oh, he tried to go for the quick elim there.
Getting third-partied, and that's a very smart play by the guy in the middle.
Dude, look at his brick, though. Oh,
yeah.
my gosh. I feel like at this point, I'm just like spamming brick, no?
You might need to. You might need to in a situation like this. Oh, wow. What a beautiful camera perspective.
Looks like everyone's going to start to run for their lives. Yeah. Sheep and Hesse there. Oh, General goes down in the background. He's in the storm. Oh, no.
And where he's getting fired from, that player is near the next circle as well. So he's going to have a good time. He can almost wait for the zone to move and then fire at this player right here who's trying to run into the next circle when the storm closes. Great opportunity to get a couple shots off and soften up the enemy.
Yeah, for sure. Look at that, using the campfire top off. They've got a few minis. It's not, I mean, I'm sure you'd want like more than 2, right?
Yeah. Honestly, explosives late game are so clutch, and you'll notice the really skilled players will save their C4, their RPGs for late game, so do not be surprised if in a few moments or when the next circle comes in, C4 gets thrown around.
They're right above us.
We gotta go in.
So if I'm not mistaken, Nick, this is actually 3 duos.
Yeah. It looks, by the looks of it, oh, one nearby.
Oh, man, it's all coming down to the wire, Nick.
This is going to be intense. Everyone's starting to build up, trying to get that high ground because you can get away with it at this point because the zone is so small.
Yeah.
You don't need to go very... Oh!
Look, it's... Okay, so it's... Yeah, one of the players actually... So it was 3 duos. Okay.
Right.
This is Saf. I mean, Saf's got the high ground, which you want, but when there's 2 other sets of teams and they're all at different elevations...
Yeah. And by the looks of it, he's got a medkit. He could play the healing game here, where with the final circle, he just pops off that heal.
I hope he does.
And he's got the campfire, too. I just saw it in his inventory.
Oh, man.
He might be... It looks like he's trying to get an angle, try to get a couple like third-party shots off.
So someone is using a stink bomb, trying to flush players out.
Yeah.
So it's, let's see, it's the Sentinel guys. They're fighting Sheep and Hesse, who are down low. Oh, man. And they're just in a 1-by-1. So there's another stink grenade. Look at this. Sap's like, all right, I'll join in. All right, let's do this. Oh, man.
There are the pyramids. It's going to be well reinforced. If he even connects it to that, that would be great if he drops down. Oh, building some pyramids. Nice.
Do you think he's going to go for the heal game?
I think so. By the looks of it, look, he's connecting it, I think, to the other pyramid, so it's double. Well, if he does that, it would be like double.
Guy, yeah, I know.
Just one guy.
You hear him talking?
Yeah.
This is really stressful, Nick.
He might not go for that healing game. He might be aggressive here. Because we don't know how many kills or how many eliminations his teammate has. He might have that.
Oh, he finds Sheep!
Wow.
Okay, so there's only... I mean, this is it, right? If it's 1v1...
Drops down. Try to shoot those, replace them with your own. Now he can't place a pyramid. He put his floor there, or his ramp. Now the enemy can't place a pyramid.
Oh,
one less layer they have to shoot through.
Interesting.
Oh, there it is!
Oh, what?
Yeah,
dude. Insane.
Wow. Saf finding himself in a 1v2 situation, pulls out the